look, you guys, and I kid you not, I probably did like 3 or 4 heads of this same exact look. And right now we are creating a beautiful heart. And if you notice, I started off by sectioning off the hair to get it out the way to make it easier to create my parting for the heart. It is so cool for me to see that designs are coming back in style. I remember back in the day, you guys, I used to write names, used to write numbers of the year people used to graduate. And now, like, to see all these things coming back in style, it makes me feel so good. And I'm super excited. So, yes, you guys, all I'm doing is adding my gel. And adding a gel once you create your parting just makes your lines a little bit more crispier, and it just makes everything easier for you. My heart is looking good, so I'm just going to comb out her baby hair, and that's going to make the perfect looking heart. And then we could get started in our braids. We are doing lemonade braids, and lemonade braids is basically all the braids going in one direction. So always make sure to try to braid the hair kind of slanted because you don't want the parts to be directly across. And all I'm doing, you guys, of course, I am doing the feed-in method. So I started braiding her hair naturally by itself first, and I'm just slowly adding small pieces of hair as I go. Please be sure, you guys, to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button so when I post or drop the next video, you'll be first to watch. And you can achieve this look by having small limited braids, medium, big, jumbo. It really is truly up to you as long as you're consistent and everything is even, it makes sense, it's going to look fabulous. Now, this next step is very, very, very important, you guys. So, once you reach near the ear, we are going to create box braids, knotless braids, whatever you have you. But for me, we're going to do traditional box braids. And to do that, you're going to get two pieces of hair, crisscross them over to each other, and then you will get your loop, and that's how you create a traditional box braids. And we're going to give her like two lines, two rows of box braids. And the reason for that, you guys, is because your ears will create a weird hump if you don't have box braids covering the ear, and also it makes your lemonade braids look a little bit more fuller. So always be sure to have box braids near the ears when creating lemonade braids. And for the second row, we're going to take it up just a tiny bit higher, only because that's where we're going to have the hair fall in, if that makes sense. So the first one is directly across, and the second row has a little bit more going upwards towards her forehead. If you've ever seen lemonade braids and there's like a weird bump near the ear, that's because they didn't create their box braids. So always make sure to have your box braids before finally completing your full look. Now, for the front row, you guys, always be sure to find out if you have a client, if they want the braid to fall directly on their face or if they want it to fall on the side. And that is what's going to determine how you create your actual front of your braids. And in her case, she don't want it directly on her face because she wear lashes, and we don't want the braids to weigh down the lashes. So I have to make sure it's falling away from her eyes. And yes, we are getting them long. We love long braids, and I just think with the lemon braids, it is perfect with a little length. Now for the fun part, the part y'all been waiting for. So we are going to use my nails, you guys, and that's going to create my little shape of the actual heart that I need. And the reason why I'm not using a comb for this particular section or part is because I don't want it to look too made up. So using my nails, I feel like gives it more of a natural feel. And this is actually easier than it looks, you guys, I promise. Once you create your actual perfect shape, the braiding part of it is really easy because you're just following the shape of the heart. So don't think about it too hard and just braid naturally. Add in extremely small pieces of hair because you don't want the heart to look so big where it looks kind of 3D or it's throwing everything off because it looks bigger than the actual braids. So just go ahead, add small pieces of hair and just follow the shaping that you already created. And that goes for any type of shaping that you want to create. As long as you're following your lines, the shaping is going to pop straight to you and everything's going to be fine. I hope this is a better angle so that you guys can see what I was saying. I created the shaping of the heart with my hands instead of a comb. And then I'm just going to start braiding the hair, of course, naturally first, a good few times before I go to start adding the pieces of hair. And the pieces of hair that I'm adding, they're real small because once again, I don't want my heart to look too big or bigger than the rest of my braids. So just start adding small pieces of hair. follow your shaping, and here you have it. You have a heart, okay? Now it's time to slay some edges. Visit touchbytiny.com, you guys, for the best edge control out, okay? And then we're just going to carefully dip the ends in hot water, and I'm going to add my hair mousse, touchbytiny.com. And then the hair mousse is here to keep all the flyaways down and have her hair looking nice and neat. Now we will have her sit under the dryer for a few moments. Here we have it. Yes, you guys, this is the new trending style out, okay? This is our limited braids with a beautiful, beautiful heart to match. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button, guys. Until next time, peace and love.